Hello painters, it's Debbie from acrylicpouring.com and I'm back today for just a quick snippet, just an idea of something that you can do with pours that you have that aren't perhaps turning out as well as you would have liked. So this is one that I did as part of a series of experiments about doing using alcohol as a substitute for silicone, and I got this painting and it's kind of green and I don't really like it. However, I thought, well, it'll be useful to keep it in case I want to use it for some other kind of experiment, and today I'm going to try this other type of experiment. So my painting skills are nil. In terms of being able to paint something lifelike or realistic, a stick figure is about all I can do. So that gives me limited options in terms of what I can do to embellish a pour. So I happened to find this in my art store and I thought, well, maybe that could be kind of interesting. So what I'm going to do is lay it on top of my pour like this, and then I've got a spray paint. So this is just a chalkboard paint. Ideally I didn't want it chalkboard, but this was about all I could find in the black paint range on a short notice. So I'm going to just take this outside because obviously I don't want to use a spray paint inside my room. Not only will it potentially go everywhere, but there are fumes involved and it's best to use these in a well ventilated area. So I'm going to just take this outside. I'm going to lay my stencil somehow on the top. I mean, I could put it kind of regular like that if I wanted, or more perhaps of a jaunty angle will look best, and then I'm going to just spray it with black and bring it back and show you what it looks like. Might give us an interesting variation to see the poured colours coming through the black. So I'll be back in just a moment. Well, I'm back with my painting, and I think it's fair to say that I'm here to make mistakes so that you don't have to. Overall, I really like the look. I think it looks good, and it's definitely the kind of look that I think you could use on a poured piece, just to break up and give your painting a bit more interest and design to it. So you can see, if you look in close-up details, I did not by any means get really great crisp edges on mine. I was doing it outside, and I'll be fair, it was a little bit windy out there, and the stencil, although I tried to put it down on the ground, it moved a little bit when I was spraying it, so I didn't get some really good edges. But I think what I should have done, I'm not experienced in using this kind of craft supplies, but I know you can get those spray-on adhesives that come in a can and kind of are removable, like tacky, but temporary. So I think if you sprayed the back of your stencil with one of those temporary adhesives, or got one that already has the adhesive on and then put it on, made sure that you had good contact with the surface of your pour and sprayed, you would get a much crisper result than I did. So I do have a few areas here where the paint bled out a little bit. I probably also put it on a little bit too thick because I was concerned about the wind, and so I thought, if I don't want to do a second layer because it might move, so I'm going to do one thick layer, and again that was probably not the best thing to do. So for me, having tried it, pick up on those tips, use one of those temporary removable kind of repositionable adhesives on the back of your template, and do several light coats rather than thick coats so that the paint doesn't run underneath the edges of the template, and to get your nice crisp edges. So just to confirm what I used a Krylon chalkboard spray paint, and this was a Crafter's Workshop 12 by 12 inch stencil, and in terms of which one, it's TCW156 Cosmic Swirl. And of course I'll put links to all of the materials in the event that you want to make a much better job of this than I did. So thanks very much for watching. I hope this quick snippet has given you an idea of how you can use your pour as background for some other kinds of arts or projects, and I'll see you again soon.